Yo, yo, yo. It's Marty Marks. I'm live. Yeah, do. Hey, Paris. Things are good. I'm very busy, which is good. It's hot as heck. Uh, and I'm watching the weather station because it's hurricane season, and apparently we have a storm coming our way, but they're not sure if it's going to hit us or not. Still far away. Still next week, next weekend. If anything, it'll hit us. But I'm praying and hoping not. My cards and spirit says it's not going to affect us. So hopefully it doesn't, because it's too early for a hurricane, and I don't want no damn hurricanes around me. I'm sick and tired of hurricanes. Last year we had two back to back aggravate me, and didn't do too much damage, but it didn't, it aggravated us. We had a hot day today and lots of rain yesterday. Great. Here we're having a dry spell. It hasn't rained for a long time. And apparently this week we're getting rain, which is great. But it's due to the storm coming our way, apparently. The thing is about predicting us hurricanes too early is it never really goes that way sometimes. I know many a times where they say, yeah, the hurricane's going to hit Bermuda, and then at the last minute, like it's far away from us, or it just turns, or it just nicks by us. So we've had lots of close calls. So hopefully that's gonna happen. It's gonna go away. Oh, nice. That's cool. At least you got out and got to see something. Got out to see a see Teresa. That's good. Nice. That's nice of your niece to do that. I wish I had a niece, but I have six nephews, which is cool. I love all six of them. Four of them are next door right now. They're all hanging out with each other next door. They had like a little barbecue next door. Just me and Diamond over here right now. She's right behind me on the tile, sprawled out. I just took her for a little mini walk, and she saw my neighbor's dog and got riled up. You have two nieces? Oh, nice. Yeah, it's especially when you don't have kids. Like it's you love your nephews and nieces more. Well, at least you should if you don't have any kids. But in our case, we don't. So it's nice to have nieces and nephews that we love and love us and hang out with us. That's like the best thing. I was with my nephew in the pool today. We were hanging out pretty much in the afternoon. Yesterday, my other nephew, the 16-year-old, he was aggravating the hell out of me. we were in the pool and he was like picking my brain with sports and things like that. And he never shuts up. He's like a motor mouth. But I rather him talk all the time than not talk at all. So, oh yeah, I definitely spoil them for sure because when you don't have your own, you spoil everybody else's. I don't spoil them as much as I used to because they're older now, and I don't have to give them like gifts and like toys and things like when they were young, like 6, 7, 8. I used to give them so much toys and so many things. Oh my god, they had too much. So now the gifts I give them is like PlayStation cards. If they want it, I'll buy them a card or something, or I'll buy them like clothes and sneakers or something like that, or a hat. I buy them materialistic things. No more toys. But the toy part was the fun part because I used to always love giving them toys and see the reaction of their face. But now you give them something, it's like, yeah, cool, thanks. And there's like no serious reaction. It's like, yeah, whatever. Thanks, we have enough, but cool. But it's cool. I'm just happy that they're safe and healthy and they're doing good in school and college. So I'm happy they're all okay. I'm really happy they're all right. And I just hope they stay that way and be good kids and good to women. Yeah, I know. My All my nephews love me, because I was the only one who really played with them all the time at family functions. I'm the one who taught them how to do things. I babysat all of them. I've wiped all their asses. I've you know did so much with them. I've catered to all of them, and I still cater to the youngest because I live next to them. I take care of the youngest. I cart their asses everywhere. I take them to and from school sometimes. I teach them how to do things. So, every stage of their life and age, they learn, they go through everything. This year, the two youngest ones, they didn't work. They didn't go to camps. They went away on trips and they stayed home, and we guys did a lot of things at home. They helped me redo their closets, tidy up their rooms, and make it look better. So we did a lot of work in their rooms and redid their the games room, and we did the attic. We still got to do the flooring in the attic. So oh, definitely. My sister always says that she believes that they love me more than her. I told her, don't talk like that. They will always love their mother more than me. And I don't know. They always talk about you when we were away. They say how much they miss you and they wish you were here and blah blah blah. And I'm like, not me. I'm glad they're gone, so I got a fucking break. I'm sick and tired of their asses around me all the time. That's why I'm online early because they're next door hanging out with each other. And my other nephew just arrived like about 20 minutes ago because he had basketball practice, so he just got here. So now that he's here, they're all going to be talking for at least another hour or so. So as long as they leave me alone, that's good. I was like in my bed ready to go sleep at midnight yesterday, and my nephew, 16-year-old pain in the ass, he's a Scorpio. He texts me and says, "Hey, bro, are you still awake? I wanna know if you can get me a PlayStation card." And I'm like, I didn't even respond. I just got him the card and sent it to him. And he told his mother, I think Uncle Mark was sleeping, but he still gave me the card. He said thank you and all that, but like he's such a pain in the ass. He's one of those teenage boys that thinks the world revolves around him. He thinks he's the best at everything, and no one can tell him nothing. He already knows everything. I'm like, yep. I was kind of like somewhat like that when I was 16, 17. I thought I knew everything, but you know, you get out of that stage after you get humbled. But yeah, like I always say, I'm just glad that they're okay. They're a pain in my ass, but I love them. I just miss them being, you know, babies and young, and I miss when they were like, under 10 years old. That's when they were the best. I was just like, it was more of a, yeah, it's like when they're children and little kids, like it's fun to see them like learn life and learn things and like say certain things. You know. But now that they're older, we have grown up conversations, and they all they swear, and you're like, you can't even say anything because they're old enough to swear and say what they want and whatever else. And yeah, they have to be a pain. Yeah. So right now, the youngest one's going 15 in 2 weeks, and the 16-year-old, he goes 17 in November, in a few months. So they're going to be 17 and 15, the youngest ones, and they have a mouth on them, and they like to listen to rap music. And so my sister blames me because I'm the one who listens to it. And then they're listening to it, and then they're hearing all that stuff. But they're good kids. Like they know. Like that's one of the reasons why I stopped smoking and drinking, is because they idolize me. They want to be like me so bad. So I said I have to stop smoking and drinking. So I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to say, yeah, I want to be so much like my Uncle Mark that I'm going to smoke and drink like him. So that's one of the reasons I stopped, and I'm glad I did. So I don't want nothing to happen to them, obviously. Especially these two next door to me, because they're always with me all the time. We grew up, together. Like they grew up with me the whole time. From the old house to this house, we've always been together. Even at their age right now, at 16 and 14, they give me like bear hugs every single day. They hug me every day. Sometimes the younger one hugs me twice a day. Like he'll hug me when he first sees me, and he'll hug me again at night. Even at that age, I don't remember doing that when I was young. When I was that age, I thought it was like not cool to hug a grown man. You know, that was just me, and I didn't really have uncles like that were close to me like that. Like here in Bermuda, I had uncles away. You know, so my uncles away, when I saw him, I gave him a hug and whatever, and that was different. Like because you never see him, but I see these guys every day, and they both hug me every day, guaranteed, without a doubt, and their mother. Oh yeah, I cherish it. I know it's not gonna last too much longer, but then again, it's like our thing. You know, we always hug each other, and we always respect each other. And not always, but we get into our little arguments here and there, where I have to put them in their place, and then they'll get a little hissy fit. You Yeah, a lot. My other nephews don't hug me. Hell no. My oldest nephew, he'll give me like a side hug, like like yo, what's up, bro? Like yeah, what's up? Like we'll give each other like a bro hug. But hugs that I get from like my younger ones is like bear hugs. Like they hug me like, and they mean it. Because we're closer. We're a lot closer than People think like we're always together. We're like the Three Musketeers. But yeah, my 22-year-old nephew, when he sees me, he'll come right up to me. Yo, what's up, Uncle Mark? Yeah, what's up, bro? Yeah, cool. Yeah. He's like, but his brother, the younger one, which is the 19-year-old, he doesn't do that. He'll just like touch me, fist bump me, but he won't hug me or nothing. But the oldest one will. And my brothers too, they're unemotionally. They're not emotionally like that. They don't hug. They don't hug at all. We only hug when we were like young, when they were young, when they were like babe, like kids, like 4, 5, 6, 7. We hugged each other, back then. But they're 19 and they're going. Well, the oldest one goes 20 this month, next month, and the other one just went 18. He's in Aquarius, so they're 20 and 18. My brother's two boys, but they're not like huggers. They're just like fist bump, like hey Uncle Mark, what's up, bro? Cool. Like they're like that. They don't hug like that. So 3 hug and 3 don't out of the 6. Oh, your nieces are older then. Yeah. Well, my oldest sister, she had triplets and they were 5 months going on 6 months, and she lost the triplets and they passed away. So it was very tragic for my family back then and for her. I wish that we did have the triplets. It would have been amazing, and they would have been 26 this year. So, but God blessed her with 2 boys afterwards. So she was devastated. We all were. We all wanted the triplets so bad, and she ended up going to Canada, to Toronto to get the babies delivered. Because they couldn't do it here. So when she was out there, it actually happened, and then she came back here, and so everything got fucked up. So the doctor told her that her body couldn't handle it because it was 3, at one time, like first time. They said that maybe if she would have had a baby before or something like that, would have been different. But it's not for everybody. And some people don't understand, like, but I see them, in spirit. I see all 3. And every now and then they'll appear to me, and they look more like their father and the oldest nephew. They look like him, like dirty blonde hair and blue eyes, and they're all like wearing the same thing in spirit. They all look the same. So every now and then I'll see them. They'll come to me. I don't really like go looking for them or anything like that, but I can see them as if they were alive today. So it's cool every now and then. But my older sister, she would never understand that because she doesn't know anything about that. She doesn't know that I do this type of stuff. She believes in psychic stuff, but she will never believe me. Her and I don't get along, so it's like whatever. And I think that's probably why, like, I just see them and they don't say anything. No, 3 girls. It was 3 girls. That's why I was saying to you, like, I would have had 3 nieces. It was 3 girls. We already knew it was all girls. And we were like so happy because it was the first, she was the first one to have kids. She's the second oldest. So, she was my first sibling to get pregnant. I have 2 sisters. So, but everybody has 2 boys. My brother has 2 boys. My sisters have 2 boys. And they're all right next to each other. They're 22, 20, 19, 18, 16, and 15. 16 and 14, I mean. So yeah, they're all girls. They're all 3. All 3 would have been, they are girls. So she almost made it. She had like 3.5 months to go, but unfortunately, those things happen. And then she took it very hard, and she was like, kind of like not wanting to be religious anymore. She didn't believe in God anymore, and she like took it out on God, and I didn't like that. Like I couldn't stand her for that. Like it's not God's fault. You know what I mean? The doctor told her it's your body. It's nothing to do with anything else. Your body couldn't have it. know? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely all the time. Yeah. Definitely. Mhm. I still have faith, that one day it might happen. Because for a guy, like you can always have like a child or whatever. You just gotta find somebody to bear it. But one of the reasons I don't have children is because one, it's hard to find someone that's going to be a good mother to your children and be a good mother and not just, whatever. I'm not going to have a child with some idiot. That's for sure. It's never too late, you know. I know a lot of men that are way older than me and have children. I know a 60-year-old guy, he's about to have his seventh child with his wife, and his wife is 18 years younger than him. And he loves kids, and he's 60. And his wife's 42, I believe. She's about to have her seventh child. And God bless them. Hey, you want children and you can take care of them and you can afford them. Hey, why not? The oldest one would help take care of the rest. That's how, if you have a team of all those kids. And there's some people I know that come in here that have a lot of kids too. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I'm picky about who I have a relationship and definitely who I would have a child with. Hell yeah. And I never say, oh, God don't give me this and God don't get it's not God's fault, you know. So I don't believe when people say, oh, God don't want me to do this and God no. Like I don't believe in like all that type of stuff. Like it's my choice. I can have a baby right now with a hope. Or I can have a baby with a random person, you know. I can have a baby right now with somebody if I want to. I just have to go find 'em. Or just try it, I don't care if that's the case, but I do care. I mean, you know, if I wanted to do it, I would have been done it. But it's cool. Like it doesn't bother me like that. If I never have a child, it will never bother me because I have six nephews and they're like my children. The two that I'm with every day, those kids are like my own. So it's like I raised those kids. They're not kids anymore. They're teenagers and young men. And I raised them. And people know that. So it's like people think I have children. Some people always ask, "Oh, this is your son?" I'm like, no, no. Because the youngest one, he looks like me. He's got the same nose as me, and he's got like the same type of eyes. Like he resembles me. Like he can pass for my child, pretty much. He can, and my brother's kids can pass for my children too. Me and my brother look alike, but I'm the handsome one. But yeah, it is difficult just finding somebody. Both my out of my two sisters and brothers, two are divorced and one's still together with her husband. But I don't want that. I don't want to be married and have a child and then get divorced and have my child be with me for 1 week and be with her for another week and fuck that. I don't want that. So like in order for me to have a child, I have to live with that person for a few years and see how they can handle children because I know I can handle them. I have no problem. If I was ever a single father, it would never be a problem because I know how to deal with children. You know, I'm one of those guys who know how to deal with kids because I've dealt with them my whole life. I have pictures of me, and videos of me feeding the kids, wiping their asses, and helping them and teaching them things. And some of them, two out of the six, actually walked with their first walk was with me. You know? I used to always try and get them to walk early and try and get them to walk and things like that. Like I love kids, so it doesn't make no difference to me. I'm blessed to have, the chance to be a father figure to my nephews and to be the best uncle I can be. God still gave me like an opportunity to see what it's like to have children. Basically, that's what I pretty much. My six nephews pretty much are like, you know, my kids too. I helped raise all of them because they all went to my mom's. When I was living at my mom's 20 something years ago when they were all young, I was always around them. Even when I wasn't living there and I went living in an apartment, I was right next door. So I would go visit them every single day. I would see them all the time. So like it don't matter. Like I know what it's like to raise children. So I nobody can say anything different to me. I could care less what they say. Yeah, I'm happy being single too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've done that too much. Thanks, Paris. I know you're a great auntie as well. So that's the thing, and I have aunties and uncles that never had children and they love kids just like, right. Like sometimes I think aunties and uncles and people who don't have children love children more than someone who actually has children. But I that's for some people, not all. Because I know some mothers and fathers that love their kids so freaking much it's unreal. But I love seeing that. Like, good mothers and fathers are hard to find. Very, very hard to find. But if you're a good mother and father, I praise you. I'll praise you every day and I'll give you credit where credit's due. So cheers to you. And cheers to all the great uncles and aunties out there like mine. I have great uncles and great aunts. I love them all. They're all good to me. They're all like, not all of them, but the auntie and uncle I have here in Bermuda, they're a bunch of jackasses. They don't care about us. And I don't care about them either. But the ones that I have away and the ones that have passed away, I don't have any. I only have my uncle passed away a couple weeks ago in Toronto, so I only have his wife, which is my auntie. She's alive, and my uncle in Portugal, he's alive. So there's only two left. I only have an uncle and an aunt left in Portugal. I mean, well, one in Canada and one in Portugal, and then I have an aunt and an uncle here. So yeah. Speak of the devil, my nephew is texting me. Yeah, my youngest nephew is texting me. He's texting me about the hurricane because apparently the hurricane's like it's showing that it's going towards us, but we'll see. Yeah, still have a lot of your parents. Big families. Yeah, same here. Like my dad only had one brother, and his brother's still alive here in Bermuda, and his wife, which is my auntie. But he's an idiot. He doesn't really like speak to us like that. He doesn't care about me either because I don't like him like that. He's an asshole. But my uncle in Portugal, he's an idiot too. I don't really like him like that either. Um, we had like an argument a long time ago and stuff like that. And two of his sons, which is my cousins, they're here in Bermuda working, but they're weirdos anyway. But my auntie in Toronto, she's really cool. I love her. She's so nice. Hey, Rudy, how you doing, sweetheart? I got your donation. Thanks. So yeah, my all my mom's siblings are passed away. 5 years ago, both of her sisters died in the same year, and in like a couple, like two different in the same month, they both died. They both died in March. One died like in the beginning of March, and one died the end of March in the same 5 years ago. And their one of their husbands is still alive, which is my uncle in Portugal, which I don't like. Um, and then my auntie passed away that has me in her inheritance in the will. She died a year ago, and the will's still going on. Lord knows when I'll get any of that. And my uncle just passed away last month, and his wife is still alive. She's 84. And my uncle in Portugal, he's like 82 or 83 or something like that. Yeah, sure, Rudy. You can go ahead and ask your question, sweetheart. Thanks. So yeah, it's nice to have a big family. You know, I had my mom has a big family on her side, but my dad not really. But I have pretty much I only have two uncles and two aunts alive. That's it. That's the only ones alive. And thank God my parents are alive. So my dad's 80 and my mom's 78. And my brother's the oldest. He's 56. He's 56. My oldest sister's 52. I'm 47, and then my youngest sister's 43. So yeah. All getting older. One is that one friend I helped when she was struggling, and I really feel like she changed, and I think she's jealous of me. Probably. Yeah. Most people are jealous, Rudy. It's a disease that can't be cured. Jealousy is something that I never understood in my whole lifetime. I never ever understood jealousy because like I don't have that in my heart or in my head. I'm never jealous of anybody. I could care less what you have, you know? But yeah, people are just weird like that. Jealousy is a disease that people inherit. People are jealous of me all the time. I don't know why. I'm just a normal person. I may be special to some people, but I'm normal to many. You should never be jealous of anybody. Fuck that. I don't have time to be jealous. Well, I got the jealousy card. Look what it says. Look what it says on the card. Look. Jealousy, envy, selfishness, not giving up. When it's a six of pentacles reversed. So there you go. You're you're right about her. She's jealous. She's jealous, envious, selfish, and she's not willing to give herself to you, but she would rather you give herself to her. So it could be to do with money, could be to do with like just not her like giving you what you give her, like not 50-50. Um, Spirit saying don't make this mistake and don't allow her to act generous and act like she's cool and then she's not. This person is very vulnerable or wants to get you vulnerable. Yeah, exactly. That sounds about right. Right now, I feel like she's emotionally confused because she's got money problems, or she has like problems with her relationship. So if she's with somebody, she's got like issues, but she don't want to tell you, or she don't want you to know. Like, hey Barb, good evening. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. So yeah, this is definitely a person you who you know exactly about already. So I would say to not deal with this person. Yeah. I would say maintain peace with them, like just be peaceful and don't like start anything, you know, and just like make a truce with it, just like stay balanced and stay away from 'em. Just like try not to give her your yeah, just keep your space because I got the two of swords here at the end, and that just says like, just keep the peace, do your thing and just like do whatever. Like, there you go, Bob. She wants to know everything about me and not help. Right. Yeah. So yeah. So now you just don't say nothing. So it's really up to you how you deal with it, but your instincts and your intuition is right about her. So I would say don't deal with her too much because she is, you know, uh, might be kind one day, vulnerable the next, selfish, envious, and just weird, you know. So yeah, I would say like this is, your suspicions are right about her. The less you say, the less drama you got with that person. That's what I would say. A lot of people look at me different like in real life because like all my friends that I used to have, I don't say nothing to them. If they say anything to me, I'll speak to them. But I don't go out of my way to like text you or call you because I don't want nothing to do with anyone, to be honest. Like I just want people just to stay away from me because I don't want their energy to deflect on me and their problems to be on me. Because I have this one friend, well, two friends I have. They are they one of them have gone through a divorce, the other one's going through a second divorce apparently, and the other one's going through a divorce as well. And I want to stay far away from them because I don't want to listen to all that shit. I'll be there for them, whatever if they want to talk about it, but I'm not going to do it every fucking day. Hell. So I cut that shit off. Like, I don't want to deal with your bullshit. I already told you shouldn't have got married to those fucking hoods anyway. So don't come to me and complain. That's why they don't come to me because they know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna tell them, well, you know better. You should have never dealt with them. You should have been like Marky, keep him at a distance. But you don't want to listen. Coochie clamped on you, and that's it. Not my problem. Okay, so in general, spirit wants you to control the situations that you're in, have a lot of strength, courage, fortitude, energy, determination. Make sure you put forth action and be very confident in everything you do. Um, I see this person that you're talking about trying to trick you and contradict herself, and be very cautious about the decisions you make towards this person. And I'm also getting a young child. Like, so I know you have many kids, so you're probably like second to youngest or youngest child. um, might be kind of like indecisive or like trying to do something to get something from you, or say, like try and give you those puppy dog eyes and look to mommy, please, I need this. You're like, no, no. So like you might have some, one of your youngest kids might try to trick you into getting something. Okay, so just check it out. because I got a young child here, so I know you have kids. So one of them might be a pain in the ass in the next couple of weeks. Parisa and I were just talking about our nieces and nephews being a pain in the ass. But the thing is, what I see here for the rest of this month in general, is you have like these unfulfilled hopes and dreams, and you think you always have bad luck, or you might not have the opportunities that you have. Like, don't think about those bad experiences. Don't think about the letdowns. Don't think about your bad past. Don't think about things that are negative. Like, they want you to stay. I don't know if you know what the strength card looks like, but it's a woman holding the lion's mouth, right? So that's what they want you to be. They want you to be like very strong and not be, you know, a wimp, you know? They want you to like be very firm and put forth affection and things like that, and but try not to feel stuck all the time, or try not to be stuck, and maintain peace and a truce between, and have courtesy, like, for people who you want to have courtesy for. And if people have courtesy for you, you can return it back. But in general, it just says like, look at all your accomplishments. Remember, I always tell people on here, write down all the good things about yourself and the good things that have happened to you, and don't worry about writing down the bad things. Because if you write down the bad things, then you're bringing it back up again. Stay on that positive note and be very confident in your next move. So that's pretty much like, in general, what's going to happen this month. They don't want you to fall back on, the negative things. They don't want you to feel like you have bad luck, or if something, like, for instance, if something happens that you weren't expected, don't like be like, oh my God, like, fuck, why now? Or, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but like, don't get your mind set back down to, the gutter again. Just always take things as it's going to be. Be very confident and put a lot of action in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I was saying, like, all your experiences, like, don't look at the bad ones. That strength card there is pretty much like being a strong woman and not worrying about the things you don't have. Like, even if you want something so bad and it's not happening, don't think it's bad luck. It's just the way it's unfolding right now. It's just the way it is. And don't get discouraged. Don't get mad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Don't be low at all. Yeah. That's what they're trying to say. Like, don't do it. Just keep that vibe 100% all the time. Keep it positive, and keep it, don't make those stupid decisions. Make all good decisions, and make sure you're doing the right things, and you'll be fine. Every time I get spirit for you, or spirit comes through, I always get like that, them like, like cheering you on and putting up their fists and be like, come on, like, you fight for the shit you want. Fight for what you want. That's why that strength card came out again. That's their way of saying, like, you can do it. You're a strong woman. Don't fucking not believe that. Like, they want you to have like the courage and the strength to go through things. Listen, if you have all them kids, then you're definitely a fighter. Fuck. So yeah, I'm putting your business out there. I won't tell people how much kids you got. Don't worry, I got the same amount. I have those many nephews, and they're like my children too. They drove me fucking nuts. They're all the same. They're all within the same age of each other. They're only 7 years apart, from the oldest to the youngest. So they're all like almost the same age. And growing up, when they were on Christmas and Easter and any birthday functions, there was a lot of them. And I knew I had all six of them around me, aggravating the shit out of me, trying to get my attention. and they all wanted to be like me, and they still do. They still do, which is good. It's not easy being the uncle, being a good uncle and not like letting things get to you. But it's even harder being a mom. I know that for sure. I know all the moms out there. I give all credit to all the moms that actually care about their children and fathers too. But unfortunately, I one thing about my brother, I give him credit. He's a single dad, and he has been for 5 years, and he held it down. His kids evolved under his care, and I don't give him enough credit for that, but I'll give it to him now. You heard it from me on here. I won't tell him that to his face, but I think he can still do better. But those boys are better now without their shitty mother. And my nephews next door, they're better off without their shitty father. They've evolved a lot since he's been gone for a whole year now. So sometimes like people gotta realize that your own parents, your own mothers and fathers can abandon you and destroy your life, but in another way, they can actually make life better when they're not around. As crazy as that sounds. But I've seen it happen with my brother, and I've seen it happen with my sister. And I've always, even though my brother made bad choices and my sister made bad choices in the person they married and had kids with, I still never like took it out on the kids. I always gave them everything. My brother's two boys, holy shit. I've given them like those guys thousands of dollars in clothes and sneakers and all sorts of shit in the past 5 years. I don't give them anything anymore because they both got full-time jobs and they're both older now. So, but when they were going through their struggle, I helped out a lot, you know. And I don't really like my brother like that, but I gave him shit too. Like I gave him stuff, all my shit and all that stuff. And my sister now, when she got a divorce last year, I I've been paying for pure shit. Like I help them as much as I can, and I still do, still to today. It's been a hard year for me, and like I know I sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, here I am paying for children that don't belong to me, but they technically they do because they're my nephews, they're my blood, and they're my nephews, and I'm with them all the time. I'm like their father figure. But I shouldn't have to pay for them, but that bastard don't pay for them and still ain't paying for them. So I'm the one paying for them. But I'd rather pay for him than have him, aggravate them and aggravate us. So fuck him. That's how I feel. But he's gonna pay eventually. It's just gotta go through the courts. He's got a lot to pay. But he's paying mentally right now. But my brother's ex-wife, she don't pay for shit. My brother had to pay for everything, and me and my family helped him, and it all worked out. It all worked out. His boys, the children always come out better than. I find that a lot of broken homes, the children come out really good sometimes. I don't know if you guys like think the same, but sometimes a divorced home, the kids come out like stronger and better. Like whereas we would think they wouldn't, but they actually do. Because you get rid of that negative parent, you know, and you learn how to do it on your own. Some of them struggle, yes, but I believe that majority of them don't, and they come out perfectly fine. Like my nephews. A lot of my friends' parents were divorced, and they came out perfectly fine. They got good jobs and they got good lives, and they're good, and they're different from their parents. It's just frustrating to have like shitty people in your life. that are your blood, your parents or your siblings and shit like that. It doesn't hurt me. I'm just more disappointed in how they are and how they act and how they react and their morals and values. But you can't really make people do shit. I can't force them to be good. I can't force them to be bad. I can't force them to be like me or how I want them to be. They're going to be who they are. You just have to accept them, and then hopefully they learn their lesson and they evolve on, from their mistakes. So it's just how it goes. I feel bad for some people because they don't even know what it's like to have, decent parents. So I feel for them. That's why I talk the way I do, because my parents are still together and they've never shown me disrespect towards each other. Never ever. I've never seen my parents like fight or like go off on each other or call each other names and shit. Never in my life. Never ever. If they have, it hasn't been around me. But they've always been together. They always do everything together. Yeah, as long as you came out right, that's all that matters. But it's tough. It's tough for a lot of people. A lot of people have difficult situations and difficult lives. My parents are a pain in the ass. They were a pain in my ass today when I went there for lunch. Sometimes I'm like, Mark, don't be mad. Just know that they're special right now. I love them to death. You know what I'm saying? I always try and do everything for them. So they had like bank cards that had to be activated, but I don't have to do them right now. But by the end of the month, they got to be activated. So we have a system where you call and then you press this number, you press that number, then you got to put the date of birth. So my mom gave me like the wrong information or whatever, right? Like they have like a question that only you know the answer to. So when I told the lady, look, I have my mom here. I'll put her on the phone, but she doesn't speak very good English, and she wants me to do everything. So hey Oda, how you doing, Hermana? So she says, oh, what's your grandma's maiden name? And ask your mother, because that's the question that I have to verify to put the card on, right? And I'm like, I know her first name and her second name, yeah. So I forgot that a maiden name is like the name before you get married, right? And I'm wondering why my mom has that as the like question to get in, right? So I said the name, right? And I told my mom, isn't this her last name? My mom's like, yeah, yeah. And then the lady goes, this is not the right information. And I'm like, well, what's wrong? She's like, oh, it's not the right information. I said, well, my mom's telling me this is right. And then she's like, oh no, shit, it's this. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, I didn't understand. I didn't understand the question. I'm like, you're the one who put the fucking question in the thing, right? So then the lady's like, I'm sorry, I can't help you anymore, sir, because I can't go back and change this. And if you don't give me the right information, I can lose my job. And, you might not be the right people. You have to go to the bank and sort this out. And I'm like, fuck me. But I did my dad's and it was no problem. So I was like, you know what, mom? You fucked up. And I said, it's the retrograde and you're a Capricorn and that's even worse. I swear to God, Capricorns are just the fucking most annoying people on earth. And my mom, she's like, getting older, and like, I'm not gonna hold my tongue, but yeah, my mom's a pain in the fucking ass, okay? And I told my mom, now, because you're dumb shit and your dumb answers and you didn't fucking understand shit, right? You can go see my sister this week, right? And you can go on her lunch hour, and she'll take you to the bank and she can deal with you because I'm not doing it. She was like, oh, okay, whatever. I didn't understand. I'm like, yeah, you never fucking understand. But when it's something else you need to understand, you'll understand it perfectly fine. The things that you shouldn't be understanding. Fuck, she irritated me today. I was just like, let me get out of here before I go off it. And I said, look, if you need money, just get it off of dad's card. Who fucking cares? It's the same account anyway. And I'm like, look, I ain't got no time for this shit. I really don't. This is a busy week for me, and I ain't going to no bank with you and deal with your drama. So I told my sister today, and she just shook her head and goes, okay, fine, I'll deal with her. I'm like, yeah, you go deal with it. I'm sick and tired of shit. And I said, look, I told my sister, once you find out all the information, write it all down. So the next time that her card has to be reactivated, we know exactly what to say and what to do and not make me look like some fucking idiot. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I had to put up with today. Oh boy. It's just been one of those, like, ever since the retrograde started, like, I'm fine. It's just everybody around me is just like on dumb mode. And like, it's everyone. Like, people are just like just being stupid. And now we have a fucking hurricane coming towards us by next weekend. And I'm like, great. If this fucking thing comes towards us and hits us, I have to do so much work because I'm the only one that knows how to do shit. My sister, my sister's gonna help me, obviously, and my nephews with my house. I gotta go to my mom and dad's, make sure they have everything they need. I gotta start up the generator, make sure it works, make sure they got enough gas. People are gonna go nuts this week if this thing comes towards us. So Wednesday night, we're gonna know exactly if it's gonna turn towards us. And then by Friday, it's gonna be close. So we're gonna know if it's actually gonna hit. But I pulled some cards on it and it said it's not coming here. So hopefully they're all wrong and I'm right and it doesn't hit us dead on. And some people say it's going to hit directly and some people say it's not. So you never know. And in the past, Bermuda's so small, it's so hard to predict a direct hit on us, because we're so freaking small. Normally, storms don't really hit us directly, it's very rare. And hopefully it stays that way. But yeah, we have it's not even a hurricane, it's not even a tropical storm yet. It's a cyclone, post-tropical cyclone, and it's not formed yet. It's down by like the Caribbean, by the Lesser Antilles. It's gonna be by Puerto Rico on Wednesday, and then it's supposed to turn up towards us. But when it turns up, all the spaghetti models go all over the place. And it goes towards us. One goes around, one goes through, one goes this way, one goes that. It's like a whole pot of bullshit. So I'm not gonna know anything until midweek. So please pray that no hurricane comes here, please. If you want to see me on live, then you better, pray that you see me next week. Yeah. Thanks. If you genuinely pray for no hurricanes for me, I appreciate it. Yeah, but we'll see. Hopefully not. We don't need it. I don't want it. And if it comes, I'm going to be devastated because I have to do so much work to prepare for it, to pack up shit, because everything's out now. I have everything all over the yard. I have to pack it up. The good thing is, if it does come, I have the help. I have my nephews here because they're out of school and they can help me pack everything up and things like that. So If it comes, I'm not like, extremely like sad or mad. I'll be, disappointed because I have to do so much shit to prepare for it. But at least I have the help to do it. So at least my nephews will help me. But it's like I worry about my parents because they're getting older and they have a generator, but it's not hooked up to the house. But like, it's just they don't want all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna have to like by Wednesday night, Thursday, I'm gonna find out whether or not it's gonna like come towards us or affect us in any way. Then I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store. I'm gonna have to get, a couple bags of ice, put it in a cooler for my parents because if their electricity goes out, then I'm gonna make sure they have a cooler with, milk and water and put all their meats in there. And I'm gonna take some of their shit out of their freezer and put it in ours because we have a generator. Then I'm gonna make sure the generator that I have at their house works properly and it's ready to go, full of gas. All that bullshit I have. People don't understand what I gotta go through with a hurricane because I have to take care of this house and my mom and dad's. Because no one else gives a fuck about them like I do. So, and usually if I know a hurricane is definitely coming, I have like 4 coolers over here. So I'll go get a big ass. I'll go get all this ice and put pure ice in there, or I have like a vacant freezer, and I'll make ice like big cubes of ice, and I'll put it inside, you know, the uh the cooler like about a day or two before, and let it like melt and be cold, so that way it helps everything. The more, because you never know, generators break down, things like that. You never can be too like cautious. It's always something. So I do it I prepare like I don't have a generator. That's what I do. I prepare like I don't have a generator. Because if the generator fucks up, then I'm shit out of luck. I have to, put everything inside the cooler. Then I have to disconnect a lot of things so when the power does go off and the generator comes on, it doesn't like glitch or get fucked up because everything's already on. So I have to make sure like I turn a lot of things off. It's a pain in the ass. I gotta go through hell when when a hurricane comes. So I've been praying my ass off, and I'm getting kind of nervous that it's forecast to come towards here by next weekend. So I'm getting kind of annoyed because I'm so busy, and this is the last thing I need. Because then I'm gonna work tomorrow, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and if Wednesday this thing says it's coming towards us Friday or Saturday, I'm fucked. I only have a couple days to like really, prepare for it and deal with it. Then my parents are gonna be calling me off the hook. My clients are gonna be calling me. Oh, Mark, can you please make sure this works and that's okay? And I'll be running around like a fucking crazy man. So hopefully it doesn't come here. So thanks for keeping me in your prayers, and please tell, I want God to take the wheel literally and just shift that thing away from us. I don't mind some rain and a little bit of wind or whatever, but I don't need no category 1, 2 fucking hurricane around here. Hell no. Hell no. No thank you. Especially up in this house. We're up high and it's a fucking task. Sometimes I wish I can just board up the house and just leave and not come back until it's finished. Sometimes I wish I had an underground like place where I can be where I don't even have to know it exists. I really wish I did. Wish I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. Fuck this shit. I'm going. Wish I had that private jet I tell you guys about. I wish I had it. All right, yeah, the storm's coming. All right, cool. Get the jet fuel ready. Get the jet done. I'm taking my family out of here. We're going to Boston for the weekend. As soon as we have power back and the generator's not off, then we'll come back. Yeah, the power's back on. All right, cool. We're coming back tomorrow. I so wish it was that easy. Yeah, I wish I had an underground basement or a bunker or something, but we have an attic right up next door. I have an attic above the workshop. Even the workshop has one door, and the attic has one tiny window. So if I go up there and turn the AC on in the games room, it has one window. Up there, it's like all the walls are solid, and it's only one window, one door. But when you come here, I got a big ass sliding door. I got two windows. Upstairs, I got three windows. So the more windows you have, it's like the scarier it is because you hear it more. So if it does come, I'm going next door. I'm taking Diamond with me, and I'm gonna go hang out in my workshop. That's what I'm gonna do. This time, I'm gonna go hang out in my workshop and in the games room, and I'm not gonna come back over here. I'm not staying in my apartment during no Category 2 hurricane. Fuck that. Hell no. I will never stay in this apartment again during a big ass hurricane because that shit was scary as hell. I don't want to go through that because you hear it more over here. You know? I told my sister, if this shit comes, I'm coming over your house, and I'm boarding up my house and getting the fuck out of here. I'm turning everything off, taking my shit, and I'm going. I'm gonna spend the night in the attic. We have a mattress up in the attic now, and I said it's perfect. I'm gonna go sleep up there. I'll take Diamond and leave her down in the workshop in her bed, and we're gonna sleep. Fuck that shit. Because that side of the house is like the north side, which is better. See, I'm by the water right here, and over that side, you're not. I'm not by the water, so I won't hear the storm as much. So I have a plan for the next hurricane. I won't be in here, that's for sure. It's scary over here. Fuck that. Hell no. No. No, no. But either way, I'm prepared for a hurricane, whether or not it comes or not. I'm prepared for it. I'm a smart fucker when it comes to hurricanes. I've been through so many hurricanes that I'm experienced when it comes to like getting things prepared, making sure I already ordered the propane. I told my sister order the propane for the propane tank because the propane tank's got like 40% in there and it goes up to 90. So we're below half. So I told her order that shit for this week so we get the propane tank full. So if we do lose power, we have generator propane for 3 days. So at least we'll be fine for 3 days with generator power. It usually probably more than 3 days. The generator on an 100-gallon propane tank is like maybe 3 to 4 days maximum. So I told her let's order it now, just in case. And she's like, "Yep, I agree. Not last minute shit." So we are already ahead of the game. I'm already planning everything out as if it's coming. Even if it doesn't come, I'm already ready to go. And tomorrow night, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and I'm gonna make sure we have everything. My sister already bought 2 cases of water today, just in case, and put it in the fridge so we have enough, water and stuff, and make sure we got enough food and things like that. And then maybe on Thursday, if I know it's coming, I'm gonna tell my mom to make some chicken soup, and I'm gonna get some canned soup, and I'm gonna have soup so I won't have to like use the oven or use like anything like that or use too much electricity from the generator if we don't have power. Marky Smart. And a lot of bread and sandwiches. So either way, I'll be okay, but I hope to God it doesn't come because I really don't need more work. I'm really trying to like recover. All right, Paris, good night, sweetheart. Take care. I had shitty dreams last night and I didn't get much sleep. I was waking up like every 2 hours and I was dreaming about shit that never didn't make any sense. I dreamt that I was on a beach and I was trying to drive a car through a beach and I'm like, I was stuck and then People were looking at me and I was embarrassed and I was like, what the fuck am I dreaming of? Like, what the hell is this shit? So like my dreams didn't make no sense. And I didn't know anybody in the dream. I didn't even know where the hell I was. I don't know if it was some bullshit. I have no idea. And then I don't remember the other dreams. I don't remember any of them. 'Cause I was so mad that every time I was getting up out of a dream, I would have to like try and get back to sleep, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then by the time I woke up, I heard my dog downstairs like drinking water, and I heard her drinking water, and she was like panting, and she like wanted to go outside. So I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, I wish I could sleep in, but I can't. So I was like, "Oh well, I'm going downstairs, go let her out." And this afternoon, I've been good. This morning, I was kind of feeling like shit, but now I feel fine. But it's nothing worse than like having stupid ass dreams that don't make sense. I just never understand it. And I'm not writing it down because it's all bullshit anyway. Dreams make no damn sense to me. Hermione, you said you're driving? I think you said that. Yeah, I'm driving. Okay. Okay. Drive safe, please. I forgot I had my windows open in my car because it was so hot. And I left the windows down just to have like air in there. So I just put them up like before I came online. I was like, oh shit, my windows are. Let me go close my damn windows. Probably like Thursday or Friday because it's still far away and it's still not even a tropical storm. It's a post cyclone. You know what, Hermana? I don't believe half of the shit that I see on the Weather Channel anyway. They're full of shit anyway. You know. You know how many times they say it's coming here and it doesn't, or it brushes by, or oh well, because of this, it's not going there now, and and this and that. Like no one's guaranteeing it's coming here. They just say that the path that they predict, it looks like it's coming towards us. But when you look on like the map where they show it, all you see is this black dot, which is us, and like you see this big fucking hurricane. So for that thing to hit us, like it's very rare. Yeah, yeah, I already pulled cards on it, and it says it's not gonna affect us. So I hope it stays like that, but you never know. But I'm glad that your intuition says that too. So that makes two of us. And to be honest, I don't feel like it's coming here anyway. It hasn't even formed into a fucking tropical storm yet. So like, yeah, I know, me too. I'm a double Aquarius. I'm double the fun, double everything. But I've been watching these idiots online, and they if I keep watching it, it's gonna worry me more because I'll actually believe these idiots. So I don't really believe a lot of them until I actually see it like on the radar. When I see those swirl outer bands on the radar, I'm like, oh boy. Oh, you're North Node and Sun? Yeah, I'm Sun and Rising. I'm like both. And I didn't know that until like maybe 10 years ago. And Aquarius told me because my friend she had got like one of those Aquarius, one of those birth chart machines or apps or whatever she got like 10 years ago. It's like a program she got. and it does your birth chart. And she paid a lot of money for it, and she gave it to me for free because me and her are good friends. You know, she's an Aquarius too. She's in end of January. And she said, "Oh my God, Mark, you're a double Aquarius." And I'm like, "What do you mean? What the fuck does that mean?" She's like, "Yeah, you're Aquarius sun and rising, and a sun and ascendant." And I'm like, "So what does that mean?" She goes, "You're a double fucking pain in the ass." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I already know that." So she goes, "Yeah, that's not like normal." She says that's rare to be, the same sign for both things. And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then she was like, "Yeah, you're a Virgo moon. You have this and that and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was like, "All right, whatever. I don't really give a shit about no birth charts, but whatever. I'll take it." So she said that I was gonna be, she's the one who pretty much told me that like I had gifts and things like that. And, well, I already knew I had gifts, but she like confirmed it for me because she's a medium too. And when I found out she was an Aquarius, I was like, "Oh, cool." Yeah, we were close, but I haven't seen her in years now. Unfortunately, I don't know where she is. She like vanished off the face of Earth. I had all her information and she's like totally vanished. I don't know where she is. I haven't seen her for years. I was upset. I saw her during COVID. Like in 2020, I saw her like 4 years. I haven't seen her, but she only appeared online for like maybe a week just to say that she was okay and she had moved from Florida to Sedona, I think, whatever it's called in California. Is it Sedona or something like that? I don't know if I'm saying it right, but she went to California. She loves it there. She was saying, "Hey, Mark, I moved. I finally moved." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." She loves it there. Some psychic place. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah. Maybe it is. Yeah. Yeah. Sedona is in. Well, I know. Isn't it close to like California? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See. Yeah. So I thought it was like yeah, California, but it's almost the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Something like that. Anyway, she told me she was in Sedona. So I was like, I'm thinking it's in California, but yeah, I knew it's on the west somewhere, like somewhere over there. Yeah, that's where she is now. That's what she told me, but she said she was going California, but or she was next to California or something. But she said she's in Sedona, so wherever that is, if it's in Arizona, like you say, yeah, that's where she is. Well, she told me. Yeah. It was her and her sister, her daughter and her son. Yeah. And she's like a really good medium and psychic. She was a friend of mine for years. I was always in her room and we were very good friends. But she just like most Aquariuses do, they just go missing and say like fuck everybody. So I get why she did it. Like, she was like, "Yeah, I don't care if I'm cool with Mark or not. I need to get away from everybody." That's how it is. I do the same thing. All my close friends, I don't give a shit. I'm going like, I'll leave you behind. You don't need to know nothing about my life. So I get it. I get why she did it. I wish she didn't, but maybe I'll see her again. But she helped me out a lot with my psychic stuff. Yeah. A lot of people are saying the same thing, Hermana. A lot of people want to move. A lot of people want to move from where they are, but not me. Hell no. I love Bermuda. I love being here. I wouldn't trade it for anything, to be honest. I mean, when times like this, when hurricanes come, it's only for a couple days. It's not like it's a big, it's not like it's every day or every month or every year. It doesn't happen all the time. But when it does, it's frustrating. But it doesn't matter where you go, really, because you're always gonna encounter some fucking natural disaster or some bullshit in your life. You can't get away from bullshit. It's always gonna be there. So, I've lived here all my life and I don't want to move anywhere. I love living here. It's peaceful here. It's not a lot of it's no serious crime. There's nobody getting killed and shot every day, and it's peaceful. It's nice. I love it here, even though it's hot as shit right now, but it don't like I love being here. Yeah. I don't want to go nowhere. Fuck that. I don't even want to go away right now. I haven't been anywhere in 4 years. It's 90 degrees today. It's been 90 degrees and 83% humidity, so it's fucking hot. When the humidity is almost the same as the temperature, it's not a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing here. That shit's hot. It's like an oven when you go outside. But there's a nice breeze, so at nighttime, like in the evening time, like around like 7, 8, like when I'm in the pool around like 6, 7 o'clock, like it's nice. Like the shade is all nice. It's nice and shady. There's a little tiny breeze. It's like you can hang out in the pool. And my sister went in the pool today and she says, "What the fuck? It's hot as shit in here." And I'm like, "Yeah, that shows you how hot the water is." I said, "Look, girl, it's 90 degrees today. That fucking water is gonna be nice and warm when you're gonna feel like you're going in a bathtub." I love going in the pool like at nighttime because the water is nice and like warm. It's so nice. It feels like you're in a bath. It's so nice. I've been going in the pool like every single day. I'm the one who complained about it and didn't want it. But I'm the one that goes in there every goddamn day. 101 dry heat. Oh, hell no. So you're 11 degrees more than me. But what's your humidity like? Because our humidity is ridiculous, man. You can't even go outside and not sweat. It's like it's impossible. Yeah, see? See, us, it's always that's why Bermuda's summers are brutal because we have bad humidity. It's really high. Like I'm gonna check right now. Because earlier it was 87, 83. But like, during the day it was 90. Let me see what it's like right now. Yeah, see, right now it's 83 degrees and 81 humidity. That's fucking nuts. 83 degrees and 81 humidity at nighttime. It's 10 o'clock at night here, and that it's still in the 80s, both. So before I came online, about an hour and a half ago, I took Diamond outside and she was panting because it was hot. It says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We all mix of sun and cloud with a chance of showers. And then Wednesday and Thursday it says mostly cloudy with showers because that's when the hurricane starts to get a bit closer. Apparently, we'll see. Apparently, it isn't coming until next weekend, but I'll know by Thursday, Friday next week if it's gonna actually hit us. So we'll see. Yeah, see, 37. That's nothing. So you're just getting that dry heat. See, whereas we guys I got the 80 right now it's 83 and 81. So it's fucking ridiculous. You like if you're a homeless bum on the side of the road, you're fucking alien right now. You're like, what the fuck? I need to go to fucking there's a air condition. Fuck that. I would not want to be a bum on the street right now. It's hot as fuck. See, wherever you go, the pavement's still gonna be hot. I feel sorry for people like that. So I mean, I know I'm joking around, but fuck, I couldn't imagine being homeless right now and being outside. You're not even like gonna be unless you're going in the water. Yeah, I wouldn't want. I mean, here in Bermuda, there's not too many homeless people like that, and the ones that are, they go to like a shelter. Especially now because school's out, they have like there's a place where I take my car, right? It's like a big ass school, and they have a big auditorium, and during these times, like they open it up and like have beds and shit and water and food because the kids aren't in school. They open it up for like the homeless at night so they have somewhere to sleep. But there's not many homeless people here. It's not like thousands of people. It's probably like 100 people, and that's like being generous. That's it's only because like people here ain't really like that. There's a couple like bums and shit here and there, and fucking like guys who are drug addicts and shit and homeless, but it ain't that much people. It's only because they want to be, because they're like mental or something like that, which is unfortunate. But there ain't that much. Yeah, I know. Out there, it's millions of people, so it's a lot different than here. So, see, that's why I would rather live here because we don't have like all those problems you guys have. See, I would never want to. I don't mind going on vacation to go to places that have millions of people, but I would never want to live there because I'm not used to that. Yeah, it's the same thing here. Like, there's some bums up. There's some like homeless people that are cool, and some are like, who the fuck are you people talking to? But like, there's a guy who I like. He's not homeless, but like, he doesn't really have like a full time job. He washes cars. Yeah. So there's not too many people who beg for money nowadays. It's not too many people here do it because they know who to beg to, right? But there's a guy here. He's a dreadlocks, and he calls me nephew, and I call him uncle. I said, "What's up, uncle?" He's like, "Hey, nephew," and I've known him for like about 2 years. I've known him, like speak to him, and I know him. He's not homeless. He just, he's older. He's an older guy. He's probably like 60. And he cleans cars for a living on the side of the road. If somebody says, "Hey, look, I'm gonna be here for an hour, just clean my car, here's $20." He'll take it and he'll be cool. Or somebody will come outside and give him like something. He's never asked me for anything. And last week I saw him and he's like, "Hey nephew, it's hot as shit. You mind getting me a cranberry juice?" I said, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll get you one." So I got him like a big ass cranberry juice. And he goes, "Thanks a lot, nephew. I appreciate that, man." I was like, "Yeah, man, no problem. It's all good." And he never asks me for anything. That's the first time he's asked me for anything. And I've known him for 2 years. So for him to ask me to get him a drink, like I knew he was like, he needed it because he had never asked me for anything before. And I didn't mind getting it for him because he's cool. So like I'd rather you ask me to get you something in the shop like food or drink than give you money. I don't want to give you money. I'll get you something to eat and I'll get you something to drink, sure. Because I feel like that's more it's better for you. Oh yeah, there you go. Make them catch you a lobster. That sounds good. Lobster season is almost here. Another 3 weeks. I can't wait. They showed the lobsters in the newspaper today. Get ready, Bermuda. Lobster season is coming. I'm like, yeah, damn right it is. And I'll be chefing them up. I'm gonna do them different this time. I'm gonna come up with another recipe. I keep doing the same one, but I need to do some different shit. I'm gonna try some different things. I'm gonna try a different way. I'm gonna talk to my cousin and see what other recipes he has. Because he's the one who gave me the recipe I do. I want to try something different for once. Even if it takes a little longer, I'm gonna try it this time. I'm gonna try something different. Told my sister I'm gonna try something different. My dog is literally right here below me on the tile. She hasn't gone to her bed since she came inside. It's been an hour and a half I've been on here. And she's laying down on the tile, right? And she hasn't moved. She's still breathing. I have to check sometimes. But she's like sprawled out on the tile. She won't go to her bed. And the fan's right above here, right? So we're going right on her. And she's like laying right down on the tile. Like her whole body is on the tile. I can't show you because the camera doesn't come that far. You know what was funny? You know how they have thumbs, like, like us, right? They have thumbs, right? So she went like this, like that, and her thumbs got caught, like the nails, like, because their thumbnails curve, right? So it's the only ones that actually like have like a serious curve, or at least hers do, right? And I don't remember my pit bull having that, but anyway, I can't remember that far. Anyway, she had on her thumbs, her nails like completely curved like that. So they locked together, and she went to pull away, and she broke the nail. One of them broke and gave way. It's like a piece about like half an inch. It broke off, and she didn't even care. She didn't yelp, or she just smelt the nail piece when she looked at it, and I just picked it up and threw it in the trash. It was the most hilarious thing ever. I was like, "What the hell are you doing?" So yeah, it broke, but it broke halfway. It wasn't like nothing like that made her yelp. She didn't even care. She's dreaming right now, and she's moving her legs like this. That's why she does it every like 5 seconds. Now she's getting this. She's so hilarious. My sister was like, she was outside with us when we were in the pool, and she lays down on the tile, and she's like huffing and puffing, right? Because it's hot. But she literally lays down on the ground, like on the tile, and she's like, like, and her tongue's like hanging out on the tile, and she starts to lick the tile. She's like a crackhead. She makes me laugh. She's so funny. My sister was like, "Come on in the pool, come on." She's like, "Nah, I ain't going in there." I wish she would come in the pool. She'd probably be a lot more, she'd feel a lot better. Like even if she went on the steps and just sat there, but she wouldn't. She doesn't want to come in that pool. She's like, "No, no." I thought she was gonna go in there because my sister was like, telling her, "Come on, let's go." And then she was like, "Nah." She walked away. She was like, "No, no, I'm not going in there." She hates water. She hates getting a bath. She can't stand it. And she hates the sound of the hose and all that stuff. I gotta wash her with like a bucket of water. She's such a pain in the ass. But yeah, when she went like that and she broke her nail, it was hilarious. I'm like, what the hell? Now I went over there really quick to untangle her, right? But by the time I went over there, she had already pulled her, broke her nail. So I was like, what the hell? And she didn't even yelp or anything. She didn't even give a shit. She never shows any signs of pain, which is weird. She's like my pit bull that I used to have. He never showed any signs of pain until he went before he died, when he couldn't get up anymore. But her, she doesn't show any signs of pain. Like she's weird like that. I don't know. Like I hardly hear her yelp, or even when she broke her nail, she didn't yelp, or it didn't phase her. She's like, "Yeah, I broke a nail. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you can put it in the trash, bro. It's cool." So she's weird like that. She just doesn't care. She's like a warrior. Yo, yeah, her nails grow fast because we got them cut all the time because her nails are like super long. Right now they're cut. The vet caught them like 2 months ago. But her two thumbnails are curved. They're like they're long. The one that didn't break is still long. But the other one's halfway now. It broke. So it's pretty funny when it happened. But she's all right there. She's cool. My little fat piece of bacon. She's all right though. I just feel bad for her because it's hot. She doesn't like the heat at all. Wintertime she doesn't care because she just goes into her blanket. She curls all up in her blanket. I see her like trembling every now and then, but she's fine. But this is like the longest I've seen her be on the tile today. She's like on the tile, sprawled right out, dreaming. She's so funny. I wish you can show it to you, but nah, it's not. I can't do it. Doesn't go that far. Yeah, I always do that. I do that every day, Hermana. And sometimes, you know what I do is like, see how I have these water bottles? Like when I'm finished with this water bottle, I'll put like the tap water that I give her, I'll put it in this bottle, and I'll take the label off so I don't get, confused. And I'll fill it up with water and put it in the fridge. And I'll put this cold when it's cold, I'll put it in her bowl. Yeah. I give her like cold water from the fridge, but it's just tap water. I'm not giving her this water. But yeah, I do that too. But every time I give her dinner, I put ice cubes in her water every time. Yeah. And she loves it. She like licks the shit out of the water, and she's like yes, and she burps like a human being. You hear her go buh, buh. And she lets off some loud burps. It's like a human being. It's so hilarious. I never remember my other dogs doing that, like burping like a human. Yeah, she plays with the ice cubes. Yeah, she does it sometimes. Even in her old age, she still does it. Yeah, the funniest is when she burps. All of a sudden, you be like, I'm like, oh yeah? And he's like, yeah, what up? I'm burping. Fuck it. Yeah, she just woke up. You all right, baby? You had a good sleep? Hmm? You had a good sleepy? You've been on that tile for a long time. That's not like you. You always like going to your bed. You must be really enjoying that tile. Yeah, she's something else. She's my baby. She's so cute. As she got older, she got cuter, which is weird. When she was young, she didn't really look that great. She looked like a fucking gremlin. But now she's so cute. Oh my god. Her little velvet ears. She's getting 10 years old next year. She's my Aquarius doggy. She's an Aquarius. February 16th. My pain in the ass. She's not even she's my dog now, but she wasn't my dog all this time. Yeah. My sweetheart. My Aquarius doggy. I didn't have any paperwork on my pit bull when I got it years ago because he was like an abandoned dog. There was no paperwork on him. My mom always says that this dog is bigger than my pit bull. I say, yeah, she's taller because boxers are generally tall anyway. Pit bulls aren't tall. They're just like, stocky and wide, and they're not very tall dogs. Or it depends on the breed too. But my breed, he wasn't as tall as her. He was probably like maybe 2, 3 inches less, but he was definitely bigger than her, wider than her. But she's 80 pounds, and he was like 74, 77 pounds as well. But he just had a wider chest. He was just built. He was defined like he was like a monster. Because I walked him every day. But she's very strong as well, but she's got longer arms and legs. She's taller. But she's 80 pounds. She got weighed 2 months ago, and the lady goes, "Oh, she's too much for her size." I'm like, "No, she isn't. She's fine. Leave her alone. She's not fat. I don't want her to have her ribs shown and shit like she was. When a dog's ribs are shown, that's fucking neglecting the fucking animal. I don't like seeing that shit. You'll never see one of my dogs with their ribs shown. Fuck that. Yeah, of course she is. Yeah, the other one just showed up at my door. My other one, Pisces and Aries, cause she has a lot of personality. Yeah, I feed her once a day. She gets 1 can of food, a wet food, and 1 can of dry. Oh, you know what I wanted to show you, Hermana? Let me go get these treats that I give her. She loves these fucking things. My friend that owns a pet shop, he says, "Mark, your dog would love these. Look how much they cost. Look, 62.95. But this was full. It has it was like 100 pieces in here. So it's like it's very expensive. But see the treat see it's got like it's a stick and it's got like a piece of it looks like bacon on it. But it's called chicken and high toots. Tasty treats for dogs. Yeah, it is very expensive. But this thing was full. It had like 100 sticks in here. Now there's like probably like 8 left. I've had this for like almost a month and a half, probably. It's apparently it's really good. Great for chewing, naturally delicious, ideal reward for your pet, and great source of protein. She loves these things. I'm sure it is, yeah. But here it's like, it's a lot of money for it. I didn't want to buy it because it's expensive, but she loves these things. She absolutely loves them. I told my friend, I ain't buying this shit. If she don't eat them, I'm bringing them back. He goes, "Yeah, you can bring them back. I don't care, man. It's cool. I'll put them in a different bag." Look, man, I guarantee she'll love them. Everybody's been going crazy over these treats. I'm like, all right. He weren't lying. He was not lying. But I'm not buying them no more though. Fuck that. That's a lot of fucking money. Yeah, she deserves them. Yeah, she's cool. She loves them. I give her one of those a day. And I give her like 2 cookies, like 2 biscuits. I give her 2 cookies in the morning. And then at nighttime, like around 8 o'clock, I'll feed her at like 5:36. She'll eat her dinner. And then sometimes during the day, like I'll probably like, if I'm eating like, for instance, if I'm eating like French fries or like a hamburger or a hot or a sandwich, I'll give her like a piece of my sandwich or my bread or something like that. Or like I'll give her like a piece of bacon or something. Some whatever I'm eating, I'll give her like some rice or whatever side I'm eating. I'll just give her like a little portion of it. You know what she loves? She loves ham. And I know I'm not supposed to really give her pork, but That's all bullshit anyway. Let me tell you, my dog lasted 15 years. My pit bull, he was 15 years old, and my mom gave him leftovers every Sunday. She gave him ham, pork, fucking chicken, anything, macaroni and cheese, and that motherfucker he lasts till 15 years old, and he still ate. The day he died, he still ate. He still ate chicken and rice. The day I put him to sleep, took him to in that morning he ate rice and chicken. So he died with a full belly. He had no problem eating. He just, his legs were fucked. But her, she eats anything. She don't care. If she sees me eating, she's looking at me and she'll look away. She'll look at me. She'll look away. She'll be like, when is this guy gonna give me something? Like when I eat chicken on the bone, I don't really like the chicken skin. I don't really like chicken skin too much. So I'll take the chicken skin off and I'll give it to her and she'll eat it no problem. So yeah. Yeah, she loves bacon. She loves bacon, ham, pork, anything. She likes chicken. And sometimes like the fat off the steak. If I'm chewing a steak and I got like a fatty piece, I'll give it to her and she'll eat it. She don't even know what the fuck it is. She just swallows it. But she loves rice and macaroni and cheese, any type of pasta. She loves all that stuff. But see, like the veterinarian girl that came here, she was sexy, so I didn't really fuck her off or anything. But she was like, "Oh, you can't give her all those treats, and she's too big." She didn't say she's fat, but she's like, "Oh, she needs to be less weight. You need to give her less food." I'm like, "Look, sweetheart, this dog is perfectly fine. She runs around. She eats once a day. Like she eats one can of food and one can of dry, but she eats like treats during the day that I give her. And I'll give her some cookies. Oh no, you shouldn't give her anything at all. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have this dog starving because of your opinion. Woman, fuck off. You're lucky you're sexy. I would have fucked you up. I was like, look, woman, I'm way older than you. I'm had way more animals than you. Don't tell me I know. My pit bull was 15 years old and he ate 3 times a day, sometimes 2, 3 times a day. My mom, before I went to work, I gave him a can of wet and dry. He ate it. During the day, my mom gives him leftovers. And at nighttime, I used to give him another can and another. He ate 2 cans of food a day and 2 cans of dry. He was a big bastard. He ate that food and he had no problem. He lasted for years. And the vet never said he was overweight or needed to lose weight. But this dumb woman told me, oh, she's too big. I'm like, she ain't fat. She's not like a roly poly ass dog. You crazy? She's a big ass dog. She's a big breed. Hey Dan, how you doing, bro? Good seeing you too. So yeah, when the vet tries to tell me about my own animal, my own dog, I kind of get mad at him, but I just let him talk. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you, kid. Told me shit about my damn dog. My dog's 80 pounds. I don't care. She's good to go. She was running around the damn pool today, running around like she was crazy. You wouldn't even think she was 80 pounds. I was like, I should record her and give it to the vet. She said, look, she's running around like she's fucking crazy. At 10, almost 10 years old. My pit bull was the same way. My pit bull was the same way. He was like 10 years old and he was walking me still. He was on that leash. He was going crazy. Car wheels and shit. He didn't give a fuck. That's all that good food. I don't give a shit. I never like underfeeding an animal. Even my turtles, I feed them. I feed the turtles like 2, 3, 4 times a day. I give them pure food, and that's why they're big and healthy. Man, feed animals can eat all day, man. Feed them damn thing. Hope you got the shelves mostly done. Yeah, I got everything done. I'll show you my sister's closet that I finished. It's a big ass closet. I'll show you the finish. She sent me a video of all her shit in there. I put 5 shelves in her closet. There's 5 shelves, and I put like a wooden see how I put the wooden thing for the clothes? That's a wooden bar. I made that from a wooden pole instead of a metal pole. She still has the 2 top shelves vacant on that side. And I put a gap right there so she could put the step ladder. And that's like all her clothes on one side. It's like an L shape. I did all of that. I did all of that stuff for her. Like, see, this is me with putting all the stuff in there. That's like everything without the clothes. So I put 5 shelves there. And I'm just showing like, oops. I put the gap on the bottom. That's on my tools, the ladder. See how I put the wooden bar? I'm going a bit fast because I'm trying to explain shit. See how I put the wooden bar there for the to hang the clothes? Because a metal bar tends to rust. So I put a wooden pole there. And it's 1.5 inches thick, so it ain't gonna break. You ain't breaking that shit. So I did that. Yeah, I'm not a carpenter, but I love doing it. Now that I have the workshop, I can do things like that, so it's nice. I love building things and making things. I just needed a workshop, and now that I have the workshop, I can do anything. I'm happy to do it all. And this is me. This is me right here. I did my nephew's thing. See, I put the pulls on the side on their one. See. So when you walk into their closet, they have like sides, and I put the hangers on the side, so you don't see when you open the closet, you don't see no clothes hanging. You just see shelves, and on the sides, I put the hangers so you can hang the clothes in the sides, so you have more room. So they were like, "Oh yeah, Uncle Mark, this is the best thing. This is the best idea." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Leave it to me. I'll do all the thinking." So yeah. That's my nephew's closet I did. No, that's the young one. The oldest one is the one videotaping it, but the youngest one was helping me. That's the youngest one. Yeah. He was videotaping me and sent it to me. Pain in the ass. So yeah, I've done all 3 closets now. Now the only thing I have to do this week is my sister has like a small closet. It's like 6 by 5, 6 foot tall and like 5 feet wide. She wants me to put 2 shelves in there. It had like 5 shelves in there. She wants me to just put 2, and then she has like those plastic Rubbermaid bins with clothes in it. She wants to put like 6 Rubbermaid like those the clothes, like plastic clothes containers. So she says I want to put the containers in here and just have 2 shelves up top for her purses and things like that. So I was like, yeah, that sounds good. I'll do it. So tomorrow I'm probably gonna go get the wood for that, because I took a break all weekend because I told her I need a fucking break. She goes, "Oh, I don't need that closet right now. You can just do it whenever." So I told her I'll do it this week. So yeah, all I got is 2 more shelves to go in like the small closet. It's like it's right behind like the bathtub. So like, people used to put like it's like a towel and like like a towel compartment place, but she don't want to put towels in there. She wants to put like all her containers and shit in there. So yeah, I just have a small closet to do that next. That's it. Just 2 more shelves. Then I'm gonna do my closet too. I fixed my mom and dad's closet. Their closet was old and then it fell, it broke. So I had to fix that all up too last month. So I've been the closet guy lately. Okay, cool, Dan. Yeah, I've never had like a big ass miter saw on a stand in my life, you know, because I never had a place to put it and I never had a workshop. So now that I have that workshop, I can do anything now. The best thing I ever got was that workshop, you know. My brother-in-law's trash is now my treasure. So I use the workshop to fix up the house and to benefit myself, which is great. I got a picture here of this. I got a video of the saw here. Yeah. You see? That's the big ass miter saw I have at the stand. That's what I cut all those shelves with. See how it's got like the pieces on the side? Like I can extend it. That's my workshop, right? That's my workshop. So it's all like all full of stuff in there. There's the boards, there's the shelves. That's the shelves that I cut. And there's the pieces that I made. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice. I'm happy as fuck. I'm so happy I have all that stuff. So yeah, because I have the workshop, I can do whatever I want. And then at the workshop, I have Miss Diamond on her blanket. I got a blanket in the workshop. And she was watching me work. Yeah, it's a big ass saw, and I have all like the wood there and stuff. So it's all nice. I'm blessed. I have everything I've always wanted in my life with the work and the shelves and everything. So I'm freaking happy that I have everything. And she's in there watching me work. Right, baby? I just saw her open up her eyes. I just got a notification saying that Marley's on. She must not know that I'm online. Usually she'll come in here and say hello. All right, Marley. I see how it is. She must have just went straight online and didn't even look. I just got the notification. I'm gonna get off of here anyway. I've been on here for like 2 hours now. So I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna go take her outside and go for another walk. And then I'm gonna go get something. I'm gonna go get some cold water because this water's not cold anymore. I'm gonna go walk around. My ass is hurting. So I'm gonna go walk around for a bit and I'm gonna go see. I'll see you guys over Marley's if you're going over there. But I'm going. It's 10:30 already, so I need to get out of here. But I'll go visit Marley for a bit. I'll probably go over there and talk some shit. But yeah, I need to go. I'm gonna get in my bed early because I gotta get up early tomorrow. Back to work tomorrow. All right, love you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I should be here tomorrow, and I'll keep you guys updated with the stupid hurricane. It's not even a hurricane yet, but I'll keep you updated on it. See if it comes over here. All right. I'll see you guys later on. Take care.